welcome back to a new video. So today we're going to be doing a reading vlog. That wasn't the original plan. It was going to be reading, but it was going to be a readathon. I was going to spend all day reading and I had a whole TBR, but it's currently 10 to 12. So this morning didn't really go to plan. So yeah, I can't exactly do a readathon when I only have an afternoon. But what I can do is just have a chill kind of reading afternoon anyway. It's just not really a readathon. So that's what we're going to be doing. Like I said, it's pretty much lunchtime, bang on midday, so I'm just going to read all afternoon pretty much. I do have a few packages coming that I need to listen out for, and I also need to do the Tesco shopping later. Online, I'm not going out, Jesus, especially not in this heat. It hit 40 degrees earlier this week, so that's brilliant. And I also need to tidy up the kitchen. I've got a few chores to do, but yeah, basically we're just going to be having a chill afternoon. We're going to be reading. I'll show you my TBR in a minute, although it's changed slightly, so we'll see. And yeah, I'm just going to bring you along and we're going to do a chill reading vlog. So on my TBR for sure this afternoon is Pillow Thoughts 3, Mending the Mind by Courtney Pepernell. I've read the first two and they're good, just jump in and out books. They're good bedside books. It's just poetry, so it's not really very heavy. So I think I'm going to start with this because it'll kind of ease me in slowly after the morning I've had. So yeah, this was always on the TBR and I think I'm now just going to start with this, which was not the original plan, but that's gone down the drain, so you know. And then I also have a Phoenix First Must Burn, edited by Patrice Caldwell. This is it's like a collection of short stories by, I believe, 12 different authors. I think 12. I have already started this. You can see I've got a bookmark there. I read the first chapter/story and I really loved it. But then I read the first one just before I filmed the bookshelf tour. So then I put the book back on the bookshelf for the bookshelf tour and then I forgot about it because I'd put it away and it wasn't out. And so when I was looking at my bookshelves being like, what could I read for this readathon? I was like, oh yeah, I could actually finish that book that I started ages ago. And I did really love the first chapter/story, so I don't know why I forgot about it. But yeah, we're going to be finishing this. And then prior to this morning going down the drain, I had planned to finish Stay Another Day by Juno Dawson. Charlie and I were doing a buddy read of this back in December, but I never ended up finishing it because it's a bit too drama filled for me. I mean, I like drama, but not this kind of drama, and it was also a little bit triggering with all of the eating disorder talk, so I just never ended up finishing it. And then life came up and Christmas happened and it just didn't work out. So I was gonna finish this because I kind of do want to know what happened, but I'm not sure I'm gonna do that now because I'm not super hyped to read this. I was just gonna finish it as a in between books read, you know what I mean? But now I don't really have time to do that, so I think I'm gonna scratch this one off the TBR list for today, and I'll maybe see if I can plan another readathon and finish that then or something. And then the final book that was originally on the TBR list for today was The Ballad of Songbirds and Snake by Suzanne Collins. Obviously this is the prequel to the Hunger Games trilogy, which everyone loves. And yeah, I haven't read it yet, but obviously they're making a movie, so I want to make sure I've read the book before they bring the movie out. But yeah, I'm not going to have time to read this today. It is a sizable book, and also I don't want to rush it, so I think instead I may plan a specific Hunger Games readathon, because I haven't read the Hunger Games trilogy since I was 12. Whenever it originally came out, I read it then and I was a young teen. So yeah, I might read all three and then read this or something. So yeah, let me know if you want to see a Hunger Games readathon or something, because I will happily do that. But yeah, I'm gonna scratch this one off today because it's too big and I do not have time for that. So yeah, that was the original TBR. These two are still on the TBR, but I think I'm just going to get reading. I'm going to start with Pillow Thoughts 3, like I said, and I might kind of read some of it and then go backwards and forwards between these two books because they're both ones that you can quite easily pick up and put down again. And I'll just get these finished and then we'll see what time it is. I mean, neither of them are particularly long, And obviously, like with poetry, there's like 12 words on a page, so it doesn't take much. It doesn't take very long to read. So I'll see. I'll see what time it is when I've read these. See what other chores and stuff I still need to do. And then I'll adjust my TBR and see if there's anything else I want to read today. Okay, it's 20 past 1 now, and I was just updating my Goodreads because I needed to have a stretch, so I was going to do some stretching, some chores, and then come back to reading, but I wanted to update Goodreads and where I was at, and I am on the exact same page in both books, which, like, what are the odds? Because I'm on page 84 in Pillow Thoughts 3. I don't know if you can see that, but it says 84 down there. And I'm on page 84 in A Phoenix First Must Burn. And not only that, but both of them are like the beginning / end of a new chapter, which, what are the odds? I know it's like completely irrelevant in the grand scheme of things, but I thought that was pretty cool, and that has never happened to me before, and considering I own like 800 books, that's pretty good going, you know? But yeah, I am in fact going to just have a stretch, do some chores. I need to like unload the dishwasher and fun things like that. So I'm going to do that, take a bit of a break and just have a stretch. And then I will come back, and I think I'm going to just go ahead and finish Pillow Thoughts 3 because I'm already like halfway through. So I may as well just finish it off. And then I will get back to A Phoenix First Must Burn. I think I'm on story 5, by the way. I think, because I read 3, I've just read 3, and I'd already read 1, so I should be on number 5. And yeah, I do really like it. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, because I don't usually like I don't really like books that have multiple character perspectives, and of course this is, it's like an anthology, so there's, like 12 or 20 or something separate stories, so I wasn't sure how much I was going to like that, because it's kind of like, it's like picking up like 12 different books in really quick succession, which is not usually how I like to read. I like to have like a nice break between each story, but it does work really well. I don't, because they all kind of have similar themes to them, and so therefore, even though they're different stories with different characters, there's still like a thread that connects them together, which is nice. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some chores now, and we'll get back to reading in a bit. Okay, it's about 5:30 now. I have made myself a hot chocolate. And I'm not really sure what I'm gonna read next. I finished Pillow Thoughts 3, as you saw. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. I have a strange relationship with Courtney Pepinell because a lot of her stuff is about like relationships and heartbreak, which is the furthest thing from relevant to me as possible. Because yeah, I don't do relationships at all. I don't like people, and therefore it's just completely unrelatable and kind of pointless to me. And so the parts of it that are about like heartbreak and stuff, I'm like, whatever. But the parts that aren't about that, I do really like. And so this one was much more of the stuff that I do like, whereas the first one was definitely like pretty much entirely relationship stuff. There was some better stuff towards the back. And then I'd say number 2 was maybe like 30-70. 70% being like relationship stuff. And this one was more like 50-50. So I enjoyed this one much more. Hopefully the theme will continue in book 4 and it will be more like 80% stuff I like. But yeah, I do really like the stuff that isn't about like heartbreak and girls. It's just like whatever. For me, I'm sure a lot of people do relate to it. I know I'm very much in the minority there, but yeah, for me I couldn't care less. So yeah, 3 out of 5 stars for me. But if you are someone who has endured heartbreak, who likes relationships, I don't know, you'll probably enjoy it. I did also read another 1 to 2 stories of A Phoenix First Must Burn. I'm really enjoying this. I'm just not sure whether I want to continue it right now because although, like I said, I really enjoy all the stories. In fact, the one that I just read, Melly by Justina Ireland, this one has been my favourite so far. It's got dragons in it, so that's why. And then also the one just before that was also amazing that I loved so much, which was called A Hagiography of Starlight by Samaya Dard. Dard, I'm not sure. Yeah, those 2 have been my favourite, which were the last 2 that I read, but I also really liked, I think it was the second one, I'm not sure. But yeah, I am really enjoying them. It's just that, like I said, because they're like, they're short stories, and I feel like each one deserves my attention in its own right, and I don't like reading them back to back too much because it kind of like, I don't know. I like to take time to process things after I've read them or watched them. And like when I watch movies and stuff, I usually watch it like at least 3 times before I can say like I've fully watched it because I like to process things. Maybe it's the autism, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just not sure if I want to continue this right now this second because like I said, I really did love the last 2 stories and I'm kind of like reeling off of that and I don't want to continue. But then like I said, they've all been great, so they'll probably continue to be great, but yeah, I don't know. So then I was thinking, well, what else am I going to read? Because like I said, I don't have time to read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. But I did remember, well, I did think I could finish Stay Another Day by Juno Dawson, but honestly, I'm just not into that one if I'm being completely honest, and I don't want to. I'd rather continue with this. But like I said, I kind of want to give this one a break, at least just for an hour or 2, and then go back to it. But I did start reading Harry Potter again, which was just behind me here. I started reading this again, not because I was reading it, but, well, I was reading it, obviously, but when I first got Bramble, everyone was telling me to, like, talk to him and just, like, hang out with him, but also at the same time, I didn't know what to talk to him about because, he was still hiding behind the sofa, and I felt like an idiot talking to the sofa. So I was like, I know, what if I read Harry Potter out loud to him? And it was also an excuse to read Harry Potter, which we did, and we got to chapter 5, Diagon Alley. And yeah, we never continued it because then he came out and that's all fine. So yeah, I was thinking I could just carry on with this and that would give me a bit of a break from, and also because I've read Harry Potter so many times that it's not like I'm really reading it. It's kind of just like an intermediary thing while I process some of these, and then I can maybe go back to that. Hit my fan there. So yeah, I think for the time being, I'm just going to read a few chapters of Harry Potter. hell, I might even finish this today because, I mean, Philosopher's Stone is pretty small. And also, I don't know, like, I just read Harry Potter so fast. Maybe it's because I've read it so many times, but I just seem to fly through them. So yeah, I may end up finishing it today. It's only like 5:30, so I've got time. But I'm gonna read at least some of this, and then I might go back to this, or I might not. I don't know. I feel like I might just save this and like read like a story a day or something, so that way I have time to like process them in between. And I don't feel like I'm rushing them. Also, I'm totally gonna reread the previous story because it was my favorite. So far, I've still got like at least 10 to go, I'd say. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my hot chocolate, read at least a couple of chapters of Harry Potter, and see where the rest of the evening takes me. Okay, it's almost 7 o'clock now, and I think I'm gonna call it a day. I got to chapter 8 of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I was on chapter 5, so didn't really read that much, but you know what? Considering, what a mess my morning was, I'm just happy that I read it all today, so I'm gonna call that a win. I didn't read all the books I planned to read today, and it wasn't exactly a full readathon, but I did spend the afternoon reading, which is something I enjoy, and I did at least finish one book. Even if it was a poetry book, so it kind of doesn't count. But I did finish one book, I got like halfway through 2 books, so I'm gonna call that a win. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit more chill and I didn't really have a plan, but my plan went to shit, so here we are. But yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below, tell me if you've read any of these books. I would assume that pretty much everyone has at least watched the Harry Potter film, right? And yeah, if you have, let me know what you think of them. And yeah, other than that, subscribe if you want to see more. I do weekly vlogs as well as miscellaneous videos on Wednesday sometimes. And I will see you in the next video.